In the Stoic tradition, transformation is not a performance for the world's applause, but a retreat into the self, where one dissolves the false and emerges shaped by reason, virtue, and discipline. To disappear is not to vanish from existence, but to step away from the illusions that have held you captive: ego, reputation, attachment, and noise. And to transform is to be reborn into your nature. If you want to transform yourself, these few steps will help. 1. Disappearing from the external, returning to the inner citadel. The first step in disappearing is to detach from what is not within your control. Society pulls at you with expectations, roles, and opinions, but the Stoic vanishes from these theaters of distraction. Disappearing in this sense is a sacred withdrawal. It is the discipline of becoming indifferent to what does not matter. You step back from social media, from the performance of self, from the need to be seen, validated, or praised. You walk silently into the sanctuary of your soul, where judgment, not impulse, rules. 2. Practicing the art of dying daily. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. To transform oneself, one must die, not in the literal sense, but die to the former self. Die to the habits that have dulled your mind. Die to the fears that have shackled your potential. Die to the false self you have been performing." This is why Stoics meditate on death, not to despair, but to strip away the unnecessary. Each day ask, what part of me must I let go today? What impulse, what vanity, what cowardice? The transformation happens when, through such reflection, the ego slowly perishes, and the soul, guided by reason and virtue, is born anew. 3. Embracing solitude as forge, not prison. Seneca reminds us, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. But before you can do either, you must know yourself. Solitude is not a punishment, but a forge. It is here you confront your thoughts, strip yourself of delusions, and forge a philosophy of life that is yours, not inherited, not borrowed. To disappear is to enter solitude willingly, with a lamp lit by reason. In silence, the Stoic refines his principles. In stillness, he trains his will. This sacred seclusion is not withdrawal, but elevation. 4. Reappearing not as a mask, but as a flame. The Stoic who disappears does not do so forever, like the philosopher-emperor who led by example, or the slave who taught freedom. He returns, but different. He re-enters the world no longer seeking to impress, but to serve. No longer needing applause, but guided by logos. He is transformed not in body, but in character. Transformation means becoming more of what you were meant to be: courageous, disciplined, just, and wise. It is a quiet fire that burns away all that is inessential, so the essence may shine. You do not need to announce your change. Let your conduct speak. Let your calm irritate the chaotic. Let your consistency unsettle the impulsive. Let your presence, once invisible, now be undeniable, not through volume, but through virtue. 5. Living the hidden life with clarity. To live hidden, as Epictetus advised, though he was no Stoic, the Stoics respected the wisdom, is not to be absent, but to be unmoved by worldly tides. The Stoic disappears from the need to be known, to be envied or feared. He appears only where reason calls him, and acts only where virtue demands him. In doing so, he is transformed, not into someone new, but into someone real.